after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Protein spill. Line 40. Easy. Alert. Strong right. Check.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Run, man. 49. Check 49.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Back. Hey, check. Check 99. Check 99. Go ahead. Watch out. Hey, check.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 31. You draw portraits. Shoot. Begin. Gone. Stay grip.
This is Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Fournette. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now left side on the swing pass. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll toss it to Fournette. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll set up to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down a nickel formation here defensively.
Four down, four down. Hey, exit. Mike 50, Mike 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking long for Westbrook. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch that. Watch that. Strong right. Shift. Watch the shift.
After the interception, it's Love. Taking a shot for Samuel. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll run it. It's Mack. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Monday. 36. 11B. 36.
Back to throw. Love. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Alert. 12. Mike 36.
Now a play fake, and it's Love. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. Quick edge. Go.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Kill. Hey, check. Mike 50. 11. Get off the field.
On second and a yard. Luck. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50. You remember me?
Now a run with Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Come on, fellas. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah. 6-6. Pull it high. Go out. Check 3.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch twins! Watch twins!
X3, 218, chopper.
Check.
5.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Atkinson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A'Shawn Robinson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. On fourth down, Locke. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. Greystone, travel. Get it.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Fournette. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant